Let's talk about it with Daisy Amodio. Now, she has lots of dealings, rather more dealings than most of us, with people who are tying the knot, because she's the founder of The Proposers, a proposal planning service. We've spoken to her on the show before. It's an absolutely fantastic service. Daisy, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Are you stunned by this statistic? 1 in 10 men taking their wife's surname?
I think it's quite a lot, but it doesn't surprise me whatsoever, because traditions are out the window these days. So many people want to do really different things. People aren't getting married in churches anymore. Well, they are, obviously, but not as many as they were. And people having themed weddings. I saw something in the Daily Mail yesterday where someone had a Star Wars themed wedding.
Oh, good God.
And all the guests were dressed up as characters from Star Wars. So anything goes these days.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what's interesting, actually, I mean, in these stats, it says 72% of married couples adopt the groom's surname. That compares there with 97%. When you're over 55 or not, 97%, so pretty much everyone did. But of the people surveyed, they said 11% confirmed that they had taken they combined their names. So actually, what's interesting, it's not the man taking the woman's surname so much as them combining their names. Of course, that doesn't really work with the likes of me. I've already got a double barrel, thanks, Grandpa. So it doesn't really work. But I suppose this is all about seeing marriage as a different thing. I mean, it started out, people talk about the patriarchy of marriage. It was a father giving his daughter away to another man. She went from having her father's surname to her husband's surname. There's a sort of, people obviously that sort of ownership. I suppose combining names in a double-barreled name, you kind of get to a situation where you're talking about a partnership, aren't you?
Of course, and back in the Victorian days, everyone used to have a double-barreled name.
I don't think.
Yeah, well, I've been watching The Lord Downton Abbey.
No, that was just the posh people. The maids didn't.
The maids didn't. And it does. And when I come across people with double-barreled names, I do think, oh God, you're super posh. But I don't think.
No, trust me, we're not. None of us are.
No, at all.
We're all common as Mark. Trust me, just like me.
Some people just have unfortunate names and they want to change it. So if the boy has an unfortunate name, then take the girl's name. Why not? Who's there to stop you?
I do know someone whose last name was I'm going to get this wrong, which way round it was, but her name was Epstein, and she spent her entire life telling everybody her name was pronounced Epstein, not Epstein. And she married someone by the name of Epstein, and then spent the next 20 years saying, right, now it's Epstein, and having to correct the pronunciation, having basically the same name. And I think it's not worth the effort. But I worry that if everybody, so let's say, Jane Brown marries John Smith. So we've got the Jane and John Brown Smith hyphenated. That's great, and their kids are going to be Brown Smiths. And I've got lots of friends who've done that with their kids.
That's nice.
No, but that's fine. But in next generation, you've got a load of Brown Smiths and I don't know, Hartley Brewers who get married. What do they do with their kids? They can't be the Brown Smith Hartley Brewers.
No, then it's getting a bit ridiculous.
And then one generation on for that, you've got 8 surnames. How does that work?
No, it just doesn't work, and I think that's why people really stopped doing it. It was a popular thing, and I don't think it is anymore. And that's why more men are taking the women's name. And I think it comes down to a lot of women these days are professional women. So, for example, my name is Daisy Amodio. I actually got married. It's really Proctor, but I don't use it because I built up a professional name.
Why did you change your name then?
Why didn't I?
But in you're saying it's really, but why do you have, presumably you have one surname for personal life and one surname for professional life? Isn't that a bit confusing?
And it's very confusing. and I wish I didn't do that. But the reason, if I'm being honest, is it's not just because I want to be traditional. I did want to take his name, and if I have a child, I want the child to have the same name as we all have. I don't want it to be different, and it's kind of similar to something you were just saying then. But so I have taken his name for that purpose. But it is very confusing having 2 names.
Yeah, I can absolutely understand that. But I wonder though how much. I mean, this is actually quite a good news story, a nice news story. It's about people coming together as equals, and again, the issue of what your child's name is going to be an issue. I hope that doesn't come up with too many of your proposals that you deal with. But Daisy, you must tell us that last time we spoke to you on the show, you were telling us some of these amazing proposals, and I ran them all by my husband that night. He rolled his eyes at like those men who spend thousands on a proposal and do this whole. You had swans, didn't you? Paper swans everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, also, he's going, yeah, but you wouldn't want to be married to a man like that, he said. And I poo-pooed that. Have you had any amazing proposals lately? Because basically, so people who don't know what you do at the proposals, you actually, people come to you, usually men, and say, I want to propose. I'm not very good at all this big romantic stuff. Here's what I know she likes. Here's her favourite poet or music that she likes. So, here's the thing. This is where we met. Can you help me? And then you come up with an amazing, beautiful proposal that stuns the bride-to-be, and everyone's a winner.
Exactly. So we've done things from £500 and we've done things for 150 grand. So it's all very different.
Hold on.
People from all walks.
Sorry, everyone's jaws just dropped.
I knew you'd stop me there.
150, and that's not the wedding, that's the proposal.
Yeah.
My first flat didn't cost that.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
What'd you get for 150 grand?
We done two for 150 grand. One was actually last week. And I'll tell you about that one because it just happened and it's quite exciting. So there was a private jet with his family and friends on there, and they were flying from Dundee, and she had no idea about it. He flew them all to Paris. Then the couple then got on the boat where the family and friends surprised them, and on the top of the boat they had this swing made of florals where they could all swing on it, and it had a logo about them with "Will you marry me" on it, with the Eiffel Tower literally behind it, so we're on the river with the Eiffel Tower. And then we got them all on a coach to Disneyland where we hired it out exclusively for them in the evening.
What?
With the logo back on Disneyland with fireworks coming off over the castle. It was incredible.
I'm going to have words with my husband tonight. I think do you know what? Every single woman right now listening to this is going humph, and every single man is going, that man has just made my life a little bit more difficult.
Some people are crazy though. We did one in New York last
week.
Some
people spent 150k hiring out Disneyland and a private jet. Can I just say I'm particularly bitter about that one because I was 3 months pregnant. We went to Paris for my birthday. I was standing underneath the Eiffel Tower with it all lit up at midnight on my birthday, and we just got through all the horrific morning sickness. And my husband didn't propose, and we were not on speaking terms the next morning because I really thought, if that's not romantic enough for you, I don't know what is. I had to wait till I had a 6-week-old to get my proposal. I'm so bitter and twisted.
Everybody's different, and you've got a story to tell. So
it's a bitter and twisted story. No, come on, tell me another. Yeah, tell me another one, just to make all the listeners upset. Come on.
Okay, well, no, this isn't. Well, I don't think this is romantic, but she loved it in the end. We arranged a fake arrest. In the middle of Times Square, we hired NYPD actors and an NYPD car, and she got arrested in the middle of the street for not having a visa and all this sort of stuff.
Oh my God!
I know, and they handcuffed her, and then he's arguing that he can't let her go, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, all of the screens in Times Square lit up with her face on it, with "Will you marry me?" And she saw the funny side of it, but I think I'd be quite shocked.
I'm sorry, I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I mean, how much did that one cost?
I think it's about 5-6 grand. But on average, normal people will spend about 2 grand.
Normal people,
and normal people that don't want to spend.
That's what they spend on the. That's what they spend on the engagement ring, not the proposal. I love it.
But the thing is, people these days want a story and they want to put it on social media. And most people want a room at the Shard with petals, candles, flowers, some music, and then propose privately. And that's generally what people want.
I tell you what, for my next marriage, Daisy, is my husband listening? Just checking. For my next marriage, I'm just going to give them your number. Is that all right? And make sure. And I'll give you the budget they have to spend. And we're going to get this. I'm going to get my glamorous proposal. It's the last thing I do.
He should do something. He needs to renew it. Oh,
well, 10th wedding anniversary coming up. Shall I? I'll try that. Do you know what? I don't think I can repeat on family radio what he'd say if I suggested that. Oh, dearie me. But I love him. I've done very well. Daisy, I'd have you on every day. I love this. Daisy Amodio, founder of The Proposers, a proposal planning service.